Horton's candy cane hot chocolate here. Oh, that's good. I got myself these lovely goodies here. Can you see that? And I got myself some potato chips. I was right in the middle of wrapping a gift for somebody very special. Now, you know it's Christmas when you see me wearing my official Bob Ross Christmas t-shirt and my Santa hat. Linda bought me this shirt about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Excellent present. I love it. It's just so nice to have this. I feel very blessed to have such a cool t-shirt. So anyways, I'm right in the middle of wrapping a gift. I got a few shoutouts first, okay? Allow me to make a spectacle myself, just for a second here. Okay, now, Steve Deschamps. I did a shoutout for Steve Deschamps in my last video, I believe. Ian Wood from North Carolina. Big shout out to Ian and Steve. And Tony Guevara. Big shout out to Tony. Tony's Ponies in Wales. Big shout out to Tony's Ponies in Wales. And I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing this last one, so forgive me if I screw this up. Nurayam from Kyrgyzstan. His name is spelled N-U-R-A-I-Y-M. So, Kyrgyzstan, I believe, is in Asia somewhere, I believe. Very mountainous country, I believe. So, my apologies for screwing up that name. I found it very difficult. So once again, I'm sorry if I didn't get that quite right. You know what? I'm gonna keep my glasses on just for a minute so I can finish wrapping this. So anyways, it's a very special gift. My tape. Yes, I got my tape. I love this Tim Hortons candy cane hot chocolate. Oh, every year I have one. I don't drink a lot of hot chocolate during the rest of the year necessarily, but I make it a point of getting a Tim Hortons candy cane hot chocolate every year. I always do that. There we go. I'm gonna have some chips. Now Linda and I did some baking. Her and her friend even made these chocolates. Her friend makes chocolates every year. She has her own molds and stuff. So Linda went over there one day and made some chocolates. I was kind of disappointed. I've made these many times. I made this on my cooking channel once, but I've eaten this many times. This peanut butter marshmallow square. But you know, the day I went there to get marshmallows, they never had the colored ones. They just had the white ones. So I had to do something, so I just bought the white ones. I could have drove all over town, but we were very busy that day, and we had so many things I had to get going, so at least we got that done. Here, open another piece of tape here. Here's a very special gift. Now, this calls for a fancy bow. So I hope you're all ready for Christmas. There, doesn't that look nice? Isn't that lovely? That's a very special gift for a very special someone. And I will write that in there right now. I'll write it this way. My writing's not that great. There. There we go. Just keep going like that. Here, that's it. Hope I spell all this correctly. Okay. Merry Christmas. I hope you've all been good, you know, on Santa's naughty special somebody. Oh man, that's good hot chocolate. Now, so we made these pecan tarts. We made these last year too. The shortbread, we made the shortbread. And it didn't last very long, let me tell you. I may have to try and make more. I don't know why I still wear my glasses. Probably because I had to write something. Pecan tarts turned out good. So, we've been doing our best to get in the Christmas spirit. And one thing we did was went down to a town, a neighboring town about 20 minutes from here called Ladysmith. And Ladysmith has what they call the light up. And I think it's November 25th they turn their lights on. And it's like it's a big event. You know, like thousands of people turn out for it. It's like a big traffic jam. It's really cool, but they have a parade. They have fireworks at the end. You know, Santa Claus is there. They have a big, light up the tree. But, yeah, they pull the switch. They usually get somebody to pull the switch, like maybe a local celebrity or maybe, you know, a little kid or something like that. And then they pull the switch, all the lights, the whole town just lights up, the whole main street and everything. It's great. Very, very cool. I think it's actually called the Ladysmith Festival of Lights, I think. So you might want to Google that. It's very cool. I've been to it a number of times. And Ladysmith, the town is built on a big hill, you know. So we usually have to park way up top and walk down. That's not a big deal. It's a very cool event. Really kicks off the Christmas season. Wow. I have some of these chips. I can bring these chips a little bit closer over here. Put these right here. So, now, Linda, we'd been kicking around the idea of getting a fake Christmas tree because the real ones are getting very pricey. But this tree farm where we normally get them from, they opened up a whole new area because they had a bit of a drought the last couple of years. And they opened up this whole new area and they had some beautiful, beautiful trees. Oh, wow. And I couldn't go that day, but Linda and her daughter and son-in-law and the two grandkids, the little girls, they went. And Linda got the most beautiful tree for $40. I mean, we went to this one place, it was early in the year, like, well, early in the month, early in December, and just out of curiosity, we asked where their trees were, and they said they started at about $100, and I thought, oh, good Lord, you know, you can't be serious, you know, $100, I don't think so, you know. So, she got a beautiful tree. It's just absolutely perfect. Now, we had it up there, the grass, just to let it dry off a bit. And then we bucked off about a foot. I mean, normally we always buck off about an inch or two anyway. But we bucked off about a foot. And a number of years ago, she got this really good tree stand called Santa's Last Stand. It's like a lot of the tree stands, they tip over, but this one's really, you know, it really sprawls out. You know, it's got like the legs that really come out. And at the bottom, there's a little piece of steel with a point on it. So you have to drill a hole in the bottom of the tree in the trunk and set it in there. Boy, that thing just holds really good. It's amazing. So we did that, brought the tree in, and then decorated it, got lots of lights for it. So it looks pretty good, but it's a beautiful tree because it's really, it's almost sculpted. It's just so full and nice, you know. Sometimes it's hard to get a good one. I probably told you this before, but about maybe 25, 30 years ago, we used to buy our trees at this one place, and the average price for a tree was about $8, $10, $12. If you were paying $12 for a tree, you were paying a lot of money. You know, that was like the top of the line trees. Was one year they had these. I can try one of our shortbreads. I wanted to make the whipped shortbread, so we just have these ones. But I did make the whipped shortbread. What I meant to say was, I wanted to have some here, but the whipped shortbreads, they melt in your mouth, and those are the first ones to disappear. So we still got some of these regular ones here. So anyway, this one year we went there to buy a tree, and they had these cultured trees, and they were $20. Oh, good heavens! We hummed and hawed without $20 for a tree. I mean, that's so unheard of. I mean, who spends $20 on a Christmas tree? Now back then, $20 was probably like about, I don't know, at least double that now. So we bought this tree. It was just beautiful. Man, it just scraped the top of our ceiling. But you know, it was such a beautiful, lovely tree. The neighbors came over to look at it. My parents came over to look at it. My sister, you know, everybody just commented on what a beautiful tree it was. You know, it was really nice. But you know, spending, like I remember neighbors did. I came over because I wanted to see what a $20 Christmas tree looks like. Because nobody spent that kind of money. But this tree that Linda picked out is just like that. And it's really, like I said, we bucked a foot off the bottom. Now, the walls are 8 feet. The ceiling where it meets the wall is 8 feet. But we have these vaulted ceilings, so fortunately we have a lot of room for the tree. So there's a lot of room there. Thank goodness for that. Now Linda's granddaughter had a Christmas pageant a couple of weeks back, and that brought back a flood of memories. You go there, she's in kindergarten, and they, you know, each class comes onto the stage in the auditorium or the gym, whatever, and does their thing. I mean, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And that really brought back a flood of memories of when my kids were little, or even when I was little, we did the same thing. So that was so nice. Pretty good. Now the other night, we went to this thing called the Singing Christmas Tree. It's at one of the local churches. It's a really big church. It's a big balcony and it's huge. A lot of seating. And they've been putting this production on now for, well, the first time I went was in 2001, I think. It's been going on for a long time. And it's really good. The Singing Christmas Tree. It's a big, giant tree with a choir in it, like stacked right up, like 2 people at the very top, and then probably a dozen at the very bottom, if not more. I think there's about 7 or 8 tiers. And after each song, they have a play going on the whole time. Usually has something to do with, the nativity thing and whatever. Last time it was about the shepherds and the sheep. But it was very cute, and it was just wonderful. And of course, they had a lot of singing, and everyone was so talented, just so good. It's like, wow, to go there, and it's free. It's always free. mind donating for something like that because, even just printing up all those tickets were very nice glossy tickets. Now, like I said, it's free, but they give you tickets. You can pick them up at the Christian bookstore, different places, and they do that to keep track of how many people are coming to each performance. And the brochures, it all costs money to do that, so I didn't mind chipping in for that. But everything else is volunteer, of course, but still, it's, nothing's free nowadays, right? Everything costs money. That's a mincemeat tart. A lot of people don't like mincemeat tarts, but I like mincemeat. I made a cooking video called Pear Mincemeat Crumble. It's a dessert you can make with your leftover mincemeat. I'll put the link at the bottom, along with a link for these things here. These peanut butter butterscotch bars. Peanut butter marshmallow bars, pardon me. I think next Christmas I'm going to focus a lot of my cooking videos on Christmas baking. I'd really like to go watch Linda make these chocolates sometime, because it's very good, it's very cool. The molds are kind of the same, but they have different fillings. But the St. Christmas tree is just so nice. Every performance is packed, It's a good family event, Very nice. I like stuff like that. And all those young people, they're very talented, They're not only very talented, they're very comfortable on stage. Like they have little kids. One time I went there a number of years ago. They had like a real baby. It wasn't very old. I thought about sneaking a few more Christmas things for the video, but we have a lot set aside because we have basically Christmas with my mom. That's Christmas Eve, and I'm doing the whole turkey thing like I always do. And we need baked goods for that, and then Christmas Day, it'll be Linda's family. And then, of course, the next day, we always have people dropping in. There's always, company coming over, that sort of thing. So you have to have something to offer them. I'm going to be doing a video about an event up here in Canada called Boxing Day. That's the day after Christmas, December 26th. So I'm going to do a video on that. lights in some people's houses. Wow. One thing I've noticed in the last few years with the LED lights, they burn a lot less electricity. So people are more inclined to really go out and decorate, you know. So that's kind of cool. So I hope you're all going to have a nice Christmas. I'll eat another candy. Such a busy time of year. This was a coconut one. You know, the stores, the grocery stores, the liquor stores, everything's just getting more and more busy. I went to the liquor store to get a couple of bottles of wine for a Christmas dinner. Man, what a lineup, wow. At least it's not like in the days of COVID when you have to line up outside the door and they let a few people in, and oh my gosh. Everybody was all uptight about everything. So crazy. Well, yeah, I just love Christmas. It's so nice. You know, it can be quite stressful, but it's such a nice time of year, you know. People seem to be in pretty good moods. Some people sure shop. Wow. I see this one lady in another city on the island here, Victoria, the capital city. Somebody wrote her a nasty letter because they complained about all her Christmas decorations. Because she's really decked her house out. And her son passed away in September, and so this kind of helped her get through that, was decorating her house. And some Grinch complained, so she went to the media about it. And of course, everybody's on her side, you know, so, which is good, you know. So she's gotten a lot of support that way. If you don't like her house, don't look at her. I may have mentioned before in one of my videos that, you know, Linda and I are still using the old school light bulbs, you know, the kind you screw in. But we decided this would be the last year because you just can't find replacement bulbs for them anymore. And they burn a lot more electricity than LEDs. We also have those long icicles that drip, you know, like the light runs down, looks like they're dripping. We got some of those too. Those look really cool. I like those. Wow. Not sure how much more of this stuff I can eat. My pecan tarts turned out good, sort of my butter tarts. Got a little on the dark side, but that's okay. Good old Timmy's hot chocolate. Man, I was afraid there'd be a big line up there today, but it wasn't too bad and it went pretty quick, so. Sometimes Tim Hortons, their lineup is just crazy. But, yeah. And Linda and her friend, Lynn, they went down to the Bouchard Gardens in Victoria a couple nights ago, and that was really nice. I've been there 4 times now, 3 times at Christmas and once during the summer, but it's so nice going there at Christmas. It's just completely decked out. We went ice skating there one time, and it's just completely decked right out. It's beautiful. Wow, what a time for the big reveal. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you my present. You can see this lovely present for somebody very special. Can you see that? And I wrote something in the card. I don't know if you can read that or not. Can you read that? Maybe if I held it still here. But anyways, that's, it says, to my awesome, amazing viewers, Merry Christmas, love, Mark. Well, there it is, my friends. I symbolically give you this Christmas present. I want to thank you for all your kindness, all your comments, all your thoughts, just for sharing with me. You people are so amazing. I love having you as part of my life. It's just great, So, like I said, I always love hearing from you. I love doing shout-outs. So I really hope that you all have a very Merry Christmas, and that you're with family and you're having some good meals and some good gifts maybe, but mainly just being around family. That's the important thing for me. I don't care about presents so much myself. I just love being with all three of my kids in the same room, because that just only happens usually once a year, and that's at Christmas. So for me, it's all about family. So anyways, my friends, you look after yourselves.